Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another Theme Park Obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today I'm hanging out at the Disneyland Resort to check up on the Downtown Disney District and Disneyland, specifically Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and the crowd levels because it's been crowded lately. So, how about you and I dive right in? Back at the Disneyland Resort and starting off here at the Disneyland Hotel, I figured check up on the Tangroa Terrace and Trader Sam's locations because I think they have a couple new menu items. And as you can see, the gloomy weather is still sticking around ever so slightly. It's gonna burn off here in the next few hours. Good old May Gray and June gloom. And for those that don't know, these are the hours of Tangroa Terrace and the Trader Sam's bar. Okay, here we go. The shrimp tempura is new. I haven't seen that on here before, and that is $24. And I'm not sure how big the serving size is, and if I do find pictures online, I'll flash those up on the screen. Also, the island salad and the palm salad, those are both new. The island salad is $31. My goodness. I hope you get a free room with that. And then the palm salad is $19, but if you add chicken teriyaki or pan-seared salmon, that brings it up to $31 as well. And then they also have the, remember the beer battered green beans? They're not the long beans anymore. They changed that a few weeks ago. If anything, the thing that I'm very interested in is the shrimp tempura. I'm a huge fan of shrimp tempura, and I'm wondering, what the serving size is here and like how many pieces you get. I mean, it sounds good. So if you're wanting to grab some lunch over here at the Tangroa Terrace or at Trader Sam's, there's some new menu items for you. Just not a fan of some of the pricing though. I feel like the pricing for a lot of things is getting really ridiculous. That's why you don't really see me get a lot of food items here on the channel that often. And what's really crazy to think about is for $31 at Tokyo, you can have lunch and dinner. And I know the economy is a lot different over there right now in Japan, but when we were visiting Tokyo Disney Resort, it was just super affordable across the board for a lot of the food and beverage at the quick service location. So for $31, I mean, you would be set for the entire day. Work continues on Din Tai Fung, and they're making some pretty good progress. They finished this part up here, and crews are working on the very tippity top of the building. I'm sure the interior is going to look so nice when it's finished. And they're making really good progress across the way at these quick service locations. And right next to the friendship wall, you can see what all this stuff's going to look like when it's all finished. So it looks pretty nice. Now, right outside of Tortilla Joe's, they are working on some concrete over here. You can hear it. They got a lot of work going on over there, but nothing as far as the building itself. Again, we don't really know when they're going to start this project, but I'll be keeping an eye on it every week. Yeah, that's funny. Look at how fast it cleared up, which is great because I'm wearing shorts and a short sleeve, and I was like, I hope it clears up because I do not want to wear, a jacket or anything today. And sure enough, perfect. As you can see in front of me, there's a lot of people at the resort today. It's a grad night. We're just coming off of a holiday weekend, and I'm bracing for the crowds. Oh, monorail's coming. Always got to get the monorail shot. 3, 2. Well, they got there in 2 seconds, so it wasn't 3 seconds. Sorry, guys. I'll try better next time. Oh, heck yeah. Look at this train coming in. We might have to do a lap on the train because we got to check up on Critter Country. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is very busy on Main Street. My goodness. Look at the line for Donald. Made it to the castle, and look at this. We have some interesting developments over here. It looks like some more concrete work happening. And there's a few of them around the compass here. I'm not going to, pan too much just because there's so many people over here, but they might be adding something to the compass. Man, oh man, here in Fantasyland, it's a nightmare Fantasmic at Mr. Toad's. And then look at this right outside of Matterhorn. Look at the single rider line. My goodness, it goes all the way over to Alice in Wonderland. Wow. Monorail, save us. You're our only hope. I know, it's busy. Yeah, I definitely don't recommend coming on grad nights, and this is why right here. This is exactly why. I mean, look at this. Just a sea of people. Holy moly, even Storybook Land has a traffic jam. Oh man, I made it out of Fantasyland alive, but barely. That was pretty brutal. Making my way into Galaxy's Edge next. I'm very curious to see how the crowd's gonna be spread out over here. Okay, honestly, it's not too bad over here in Galaxy's Edge. Still not really sure why Disney has not updated the Millennium Falcon ride just yet. I feel like it's time to add some new missions. Out of all the big e-ticket attractions in the park, this one still has a pretty low wait time. Like even today, when all the other attractions have nearly an 80 or 90 minute wait, This one's sitting at about 30 minutes. Yeah, I think it's time to do some updates. I mean, it's been long enough. Remember, the Falcon attraction opened up in 2019, so it's been a few years. And remember, the ride is designed to add multiple experiences. It's not just like the one and done. Also, we have a new character up here. We have a little robot guy hanging out. He doesn't really talk during the day, but he does have some things to say during the fireworks show. So if you're watching fireworks here in Galaxy's Edge, be sure to hang out over in this spot, because not only do they have some new music for the fireworks in this area, but they have that new character. I'm right outside of Docking Bay 7 because on May 31st, an all-new food item will be appearing. And that new item is barbecue pork shanks. Yeah, not too bad crowd-wise in Galaxy's Edge. So that was easy to navigate, but I am back on my home planet. And I don't know about New Orleans Square and Adventureland. I am definitely bracing for that. But off in the distance there, you can see some people enjoying the canoes. It's a little warm right now. It was cooler this morning, so it would have been better. But yeah, now that it's like 80 degrees, it's definitely a workout. Not seeing any visible progress on Tiana's Bayou adventure this week. So we'll just have to check back next week. And don't really see anything going on over at the corner of Haunted Mansion either, because remember, a new gift shop will be going in that spot. And remember, over here at the Rivers of America, Fantasmic is back. It's running, I believe, select days. I'm not gonna say every day because I'm not fully confident on that, and sometimes Disney likes to throw a curveball at us. Today they're doing 2 shows, one at 9 and 10:30, but it could change on your visit. So make sure to stay updated by looking at the Disneyland Park app or the website that will tell you all the latest information when it comes to show times. But yeah, the show is back. Fantasmic is great as always, except for that part without the dragon. Yeah, that's the part I don't really like, and they definitely cheaped out on. Oh wow, look at the line for Pirates. It goes all the way up on the bridge and then way over here in front of Tiana's. Now before I move on, I just wanted to express a little bit of disappointment in Disney, not just because of that sequence without the dragon and them not really pushing forward with new lighting and fountain and atmospheric effects, but with the seating area during the show. Like this entire section leading up all the way up, to almost that tree right there where I was standing when I saw the show the other day, is a paid dining package option. You cannot just walk up here and see it through standby. The standby areas are off to the sides, over there, and then behind me near Pirates of the Caribbean, like on the bridge, and then just kind of like little bits and pieces over here. But everything else, like all the primo spots that you used to be able to enjoy standby, even in these corners, nope, it's all paid dining now, which it's just, I don't know. Seems like every year the paid dining section gets larger and larger and larger. And at what point is this just a paid show? I mean, honestly, if it was up to me, I would only do like Blue Bayou right here since it's like a premium dining area. But other than that, I feel like everything else should be standby. Long wait over here at Indiana Jones. Posted 85-minute wait for this one. And even a long wait over here at Jungle Cruise, 50 minutes. Wow. Star Tours is definitely in its extended queue today. My goodness. Speaking of lines though, Space Mountain is offering a single rider line again. It's like an on and off kind of thing here at Space Mountain. I've seen it in the past before, and then they stop it and then they bring it back, and I guess it's back. So if you don't want to wait the 95 minutes that it's posted right now, well, hit up the single rider line. Alrighty, I've made it out of the park. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm done. It's just the grad night. The grad nights are really bad when it comes to the crowd. So just remember to keep that in mind. If you are planning a trip to the Disneyland Resort around this time of year, just brace for impact. Be patient if you can. I know it's tough when there's so many people walking around. I mean, I get overwhelmed myself. It's different when I go over to like Florida, or if I go over to Europe or Asia or whatever, and it's parks I don't really visit too often, like on a weekly basis. That's that's a different story. I don't mind when it's busy or the lines are long or whatever. But yeah, when I'm home and I visit a park every single week, yeah, I'm not gonna wait 50 minutes for something if I'm just by myself, or even at other theme parks other than Disney. Yeah, if I'm at Knott's Berry Farm and Ghost Rider has a 2-hour wait, I'm not gonna wait in line for 2 hours for Ghost Rider when I know I could go during the week when it's not that busy, either like after the grad nights or late summer or whatever, and not wait at all. By the way, another monorail. We're getting a lot of monorails today, and the monorails are agreeing with me. Yeah, it's just crazy. So again, if you are coming around this time of year, just get ready for it. And honestly, that was probably the busiest I've seen Disneyland in like a few months. That's like holiday level crowd, if not even more, because sometimes you get a really good break during the holidays, but that right there, that was pretty brutal. I'm not gonna head over to California Adventure because there's just really not too much to talk about over there. Casino Cucamonga did reopen, for those that are wondering, but other than that, there's really nothing major besides the Pixar Fest going on. You know, they haven't started work on the new attraction yet. And you know, other than Tiana's Bayou Adventure, as far as like something big and major new, that's about it. Now, one more thing before I leave for today's video. I wanted to talk about Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I forgot to talk about this when I was over at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but over at Walt Disney World, they showed off a few little images of the interior space. They're like slight glimpses. And we saw what looks to be the drop right after the outdoor portion into the show building. And then there was like another little part that looked to be outdoors, and that's like all the glimpses we got. But this was all from the new Imagineering series that they're doing on YouTube, which is pretty cool if you haven't checked it out already. It's very similar to the Imagineering story that was on Disney Plus. This is just kind of like a smaller version on YouTube, but a lot of really cool behind the scenes stuff and a bunch of cool Disney history that they're throwing out there, which is nice. But yeah, we saw some more images of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and I gotta be honest, I'm not really sure if I'm digging the interior look of that just one shot. If you look at a before and after photo, there was a lot of rock work in that area, and then they've taken the rock work away and they've just kind of put some plants right there now. So I'm hoping that it just kind of all flows really nicely. I'm hoping that the interior spaces of the Walt Disney World version and our version are not stripped down heavily in favor of, you know, just big budget animatronics. You know, I still think the environment should be really good. If everything inside the attraction is just kind of plain and there's really not too much going on until maybe the ending of the ride or whatever, then I'll be a little disappointed, just because this is a big deal. So I don't know. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they're just showing certain things on purpose, and they're saving a lot of big surprises for obviously the grand reveal when it opens up here in the next few weeks at Walt Disney World, which is super exciting, and then later on here at Disneyland. But with that, that's going to do it for today's video from Disneyland. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos and more, you should consider subscribing, because I have brand new videos every single week. And if you want to go a step further and help support the channel even more, you can do so by hitting the super thanks button. And don't forget to check out my Instagram account by following that link down below in the description as well. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.